Welcome back to County Connection. For this next segment, we're going to be talking about some improvements to the Swan Mountain Road recreational pathway. And here to give us the scoop is Jason Lederer, the Senior Resource Specialist from Summit County Open Space and Trails. Welcome, Jason.
Great. Thanks for having me back on.
Great to have you. So, Jason, in late July, Summit County started working on one of two projects on the Swan Mountain Road recreational pathway. And can you start by giving us a little bit of an overview of this stretch of the recreational pathway system?
Yeah, sure. I think a lot of people know that for a portion of the Swan Mountain Road rec path, it shares the road with Swan Mountain Road. And so that's always been a bit of a difficult section for riders, especially coming down, sharing traffic where there isn't a dedicated lane. So for a lot of the way down, they're able to go quickly and keep up with the vehicles. But as they start to get down by the water treatment plant in that area, they start to lose gravity as an advantage and slow down. So what we're doing now...
And this is in the Farmers Corner area on the west side.
Yes, on the west side of Swan Mountain Road in the Farmers Corner area. So what we're doing there is we're simply enlarging the road prism, and by widening it, we can create what we call a contraflow bike lane, similar to what's on the Dillon Dam Road, where it's a lane where bikes can go in both directions on one side of the roadway. And by doing that, we'll give cyclists coming down the road an opportunity to sort of get out of the vehicle travel lane and move over and not have to compete so much with vehicles. And it'll also give cyclists that want to climb Swan Mountain Road, where it shares the road, an opportunity to sort of cross at a more safe location if they're coming from, say, Breckenridge or Frisco.
Okay. And then there was a project that sort of enabled this improvement to happen on the rec path. And so tell us what was kind of the project behind the project.
Right. The catalyst behind this was Town of Breckenridge is installing a water pipeline for their new water treatment plant. So this water pipeline pulls water from the Blue River and pumps it up to Breckenridge. Well, by doing this, they had to do some work on the road as well. And as part of that project, they widened the roadway in one location where they were working. So what we're able to do is kind of come in and meet where they left off and continue that widened prism all the way down to about the traffic light. And so it's about half done now, and Breckenridge did that as part of their project, and we're going to complete it as part of ours.
Okay, great. And so roughly speaking, what will be the timeline for this first of the two projects?
Right, so it's a pretty straightforward project, which is nice. So it's only anticipated to take a couple of weeks. And of course, that's subject to weather and other things, but it's probably about a 2-week project, start to finish. And so hopefully the community will be out there riding it maybe by the time this segment airs.
Okay, great. So early August, we're roughly thinking.
Something like that,
okay.
If all goes well.
Great. And then, so once the crew finishes up that first project, then they'll move over to the second project. And so what's that one all about?
Right. So on the other end of Swan Mountain Road, sort of the eastern end, over by Summit Cove, people may know that there's been work happening in that community to improve non-motorized infrastructure, bike lanes, that sort of thing. And so we've sort of piggybacked on that project to do a similar project on Swan Mountain Road there to expand the roadway prism as well and do a very similar thing. It's going to look very similar to what we see being done here on this end of Swan Mountain Road by Farmers Corner. And what that'll do is allow cyclists coming from Summit Cove to more easily connect with the Keystone Rec Path without having to cut through neighborhoods or travel on sort of a tricky section of Swan Mountain Road there as well. So it'll be a very similar project.
Okay, great. And then the timeline on that one?
Roughly the same.
Okay.
So once crews wrap up on the Farmers Corner end, they'll transition over to the Summit Cove end, and it should take another couple of weeks to do the work there.
All right, great. And then where can people go to get current information about where the work is taking place and what the status is?
Sure. So we're trying to keep our Facebook page updated, the Summit County Facebook page, or if anyone would like to reach out to Open Space, they can always contact us directly. We don't have a dedicated website for this particular project, but we're trying to keep the communication going, and of course, people are always welcome to talk to us if they want to learn more.
All right, fantastic. Anything to add about these improvements to the Swan Mountain Rec Path?
No, just we appreciate everyone's patience. It's taken a little while to get this going. Our wet start of the year slowed things down, but we're excited to have it underway now, and hopefully it'll all be done soon, and we can all be riding it and enjoying it.
All right, fantastic. And before I let you go, Jason, I want to extend a big thanks on behalf of the whole community to all the hard work you did during that early season on the 10-mile rec path between Frisco and Copper on all of that crazy avalanche debris. There was some heavy lifting there, and you guys did an amazing job clearing that and making that accessible to everybody for the summer riding season.
Well, thanks for the feedback. We really appreciate the community's feedback as well. That project did go pretty well. We were able to finish it early, which we weren't expecting, but we had a great crew on board working there and just an excellent team of people involved. So yeah, we appreciate the community support there as well. It's been an interesting year for us.
Definitely. All right. Thanks for being here, Jason.
All right. Thank you.
All right, we're going to take another break, and when we come back, we're going to be talking about Summit County's 2019 summer road projects.